Hello beer tubers and welcome to yet another IGulu brewing video with me, Peter, the master of Hoppets, sponsored by IGulu, the all-in-one homebrew machine. I've been using this a lot now. It's very fun. Last thing I did was a great pear and elderflower cider. You guys should check out the video, try and copy the recipe yourselves. It's in the video. It's one of the best things I've done on the machine so far, also just because it had a long conditioning time. It was crystal clear post-fermentation. Or after lagering, I guess you'd say, conditioning. But we're trying their German Pilsner today, their kit. And I've done 2 kits so far. I've done their Porter and their Mosaic Pale Ale, and then we've got this one. And then we also got a video coming where I'll be dry hopping with the IGulu. So I'm going to be upgrading, essentially, their Mosaic Pale Ale with some Mosaic pellets as well. So that will be fun to do. I think it will be Mosaic. Might be something else because I actually have some sample packs of like Fresh Harvest 25, I think Rewaka and Nectaron laying around from Freestyle. That could be kind of fun. Let's see. Maybe it should just be testing dry hopping instead of giving it more Mosaic flavor. But yeah, let's just dive into this one, see what's in the pack here, and get to brewing. So here we are, the IGulu brewing kit for making their German Pilsner. As you say, it says, enjoy the crisp and refreshing taste of a German Pilsner where hops and premium malts come together to create a harmonious balance of floral, herbal, and slightly bitter notes. Every sip is a nod to tradition and a celebration of the art of brewing perfected over generations. And we've got the instructions here as well. Prepare and clean. Drip the hops directly into the water and stir well. Add the malt extract and stir well. Sprinkle in the yeast and get it in the machine and scan the RFID card to get it to work. We got golden light malt extract, it seems, some lager yeast, some hop extract for bittering, and Habsburger hops for aroma. Gravity will be around 11 to 15 bricks, kind of the same in Plato, 5 to 5.5% ABV, and 25 to 30 IBUs, bitterness. So let's fire this one up, see how it's packaged inside. That was a terrible rip. That's better. Let's see. What do we got in the bag? We got more braised malt extract. This is what's in most of these. And there's a Chinese description as well, because a lot of the IGulu stuff is made in China. It says here as well, but braised is not Chinese. So this is from the States. And then we got the rest, all the small thingamajigs here. So we got our yeast, dry lager yeast, yes, and we got our aromatic Habsburger extract, and we got, is this all? Oh no, we got another Habsburger extract, and we got the bittering extract. Oh, another Habsburger extract. I think this is one of the most extract heavy kits so far, and the bittering extract, but maybe actually there was also a lot of extracts in the Mosaic Pale Ale. And then finally, this bad boy, RFID, so we can see or get the recipe going on the machine. So yeah, that's it. That's all that's in here. Now we're just going to get everything fired up and brew some German Pils on the machine. Okay, so I got everything sanitized, so we can start getting everything mixed. Let's smell here. Smells like Maltesers, actually. The inside of a Malteser. We're going to try to add this without spilling too much. And I decided to not go full amount of liquid because I wanted this bitter, because I love a bitter Pils. So I actually made a mistake here. God damn it, it was hop extract first, right? I made a mistake. Hop extract first. So we're going to wait with adding. I don't know if it really matters, because I guess it's pre-isomerized, right? Pre-bittered. But this looks like a real proper hop extract as well. Let's get it out. But yes, I opted for a smaller batch just to get more bitterness in my beer, because I like a bitter Pils. I'm hoping this will be bitter. So, and this is the first lager we make on the machine as well. And it should make good lager because it can ferment under pressure and at cool temperatures. So Yeah, that just smells like citrusy hop extract. And we got all these Habsburger vials as well. Habsburger hops from Germany. This is not my all-time favorite hops. This is so weird. The extracts, aroma extracts, are clear. Habsburger hop is not my favorite noble hop, but yeah, that smells nice. I've come to like it more in recent years. It smells a lot like whole leaf hops, this one. I've come to like it more in recent years, but some of my favorites include Saphir, Hartaumittelfrüh, Tettnang, and recently also Diamant. It's really nice. Okay, we got this spoon, and we're going to mix up the hop extract with some of the malt extract I accidentally poured in. Let's see if we can mix it in whilst I'm doing this. I should be able to. The malt extract. The water is a bit colder today than usual, just because this will be fermenting cold, but it doesn't really matter because the machine will cool down everything for the correct temperature for fermentation. I have no idea what it's going to ferment at. Usually I'll ferment a lager at around 11.5 degrees. I've done as cold as 8, but let's see what the machine will do. Maybe, some strains can go up to like 16, 18 degrees, some lager strains. Okay, there we go. I think that's as good as it's gonna be. Actually, it's not too bad. Kind of decently mixed for not being super hot. Then we're just gonna get the lid and everything on, and we're gonna get it out fermenting on the IGulu. And click the top on. I just need to turn it on right. One of the times I turned it on wrong. There we go. Now it's ready to ferment. That was really easy. Okay, let's get the Pilsner in there. Oh, it's heavy. Whoa, with one hand, boom. Well, the Pilsner, soon to be Pilsner. And then we just need to do a few things. We need to connect. I'll just turn it. It's easier to reach. Need to connect this for CO2. Click. We need to connect this, the dispensing hose. But importantly, we need to get this thing in to block it. Otherwise, we're gonna have beer everywhere. So let's just do that right away. Now it shouldn't go anywhere. We can put this in here at the top. I'm gonna feed this in here. Get the nozzle on. And there we go. And then we're gonna get this little flap on. And the lid. And then we'll get the machine fired up and it booted up. We'll just take this RFID. There we go. And it says German Pilsner. Okay, so it says 10 days fermentation at 14 degrees, then 5 days at 16 degrees, which is probably for diacetyl rest, and then 1 day at 2 degrees and 4 more days at 2 degrees. It's not a long lagering time. I don't think it'll get clear in that time. I think it will need to stand longer, but we're gonna test it once it says it's done, and then we can do a follow-up in the brewing video or the next IGulu video. But let's hit the brew button and boom. And we're just gonna wait. Making some Pilsner. It's gonna cool it down as well. Oh, you can hear it starting up. Cooling it down. So it was warm, the water. Okay. Well, see you guys soon to see the results of the German Pilsner from IGulu. And we're back. The IGulu German Pilsner. This one got a little longer lagering time than it says on the package, just because I know how good it is for beers like this to lager, or according to the recipe, maybe 2 weeks extra. But the quality of this kit, I am pretty astounded. I haven't had a taste. It's just the quality of pouring it. You can still see a little bit of a marshmallow top sitting there on top of the glass. When I poured this, it was like Luker side pull almost type foaming action or just like German marshmallow fluff, step pouring, like pour a little bit of beer and like, wow, 100% extract. Like extract hops, malt extract. I am surprised. So I'm actually really excited to see how this one turned out. I didn't try it yet. And also it's like, because it's been standing cold for that extra time, it's crystal clear. It's like just the lightest amount of haze to it. You can even see bubbles fizzing up. So I'm really excited about this one. I actually think this could potentially be better than the Mosaic Pale Ale, just because sorry for making all this noise now, but with IPAs and whatnot, you always want that extra level of hops as a hop head. But a pills, you know, I love hoppier pills, but I think it's more forgiving than a pale ale where you're like, oh, we should get some more. But we're gonna be trying dry hopping next. We're gonna do the Mosaic Pale Ale again, and I'm gonna dry hop it. Not with Mosaic, some other hops. Actually, some really fresh New Zealand hop samples that I have. See how that turns out. We got a spare fermentation vessel to do that for the next video. But let's just have a taste of that Pilsner here, the German Pils. As I said, it's like almost completely crystal clear. I'm really amazed by the look of it. It's pin bright yellow, that marshmallow fluff head. Let's check out the aroma on the German Pils that I brewed on the IGulu. It smells pretty good. I think it's the most refined smelling of all the beers so far. So the only thing that's starting to show now, which is a bit of a shame because you don't have the same level of control, there's a little bit of a dead yeast thing. It's because it's been sitting, well, maybe that can't be it. There's just something here that reminds me a little bit of dead yeast. Like, it's not soy sauce. It's like this weird, if you ever try yeast slurry, it's kind of like that. But let's try it. Cheers. That is surprisingly close. I mean, it's not the same, layer complexity as if you do an all malt beer where there's no extract, because it doesn't have the exact same crispness as a Pilsner malt. But it's surprisingly tasty. It tastes much more true to like a bitter German Pils than the others. It's like really doughy, bready. The only thing is like there's a little bit of a weird yeast thing. And it was also fermented quite warm, but it was under pressure. So that should have helped keeping it clean. Look at how easy it is to generate. The CO2 on this is perfect as well compared to the other beers. I did not give this extra CO2 and it does not need it. I'm really surprised about this one for an extract kit. It is miles ahead of what I thought it was going to be like. It has all the crispness. It has the herby notes that you want in a Pils, and bitterness. It's really herby though. Like I like a little bit more layered hop character, where you get like citric wines, grass, and so on. This is like very herby. I think it's Haspelka was the extract. That's one of the things I've always gotten out of Haspelka, but it has some vibrancy going on as well, like fresh lager vibrancy, which is astounding to have at home. A little bit of a sweet residual breadiness on the back. And then there's just a little bit of that. Yeah, it really, smelling it smells a bit like yeast slurry. And I wonder if it's, I don't know, the extract combined with the yeast or what it is. That's the only like drawback. I mean, it's a kit. I think if you've never brewed lagers, you'd be hard pressed to do something of this quality at home because making lagers is really hard. There's a lot of process behind it, a lot of technique, and flaws shine. Like this could be dead yeast. It's like, poop, it's there right away. And that could be just maybe, okay, maybe I left it longer than 2. I can't remember. It's cold, so it usually shouldn't be a problem. But it could also be the yeast has been a bit stressed or something like that because it's fermented warmer. You know, I'm not sure. But other than that, I'm pretty surprised about how this turned out. I think also the sweetness might be a little bit higher than what I prefer in pills. I could use a little bit more dryness, but that's something that's really hard to regulate, you know, with a kit. We should be around 5%, and I aim for less water, so I think we're definitely close to 30 IBUs because it has a drying bitterness, which is really nice. But otherwise, I'd say this is really good. This is my favorite. So I've only tried a couple of kits. I've made a lot of stuff myself, but this is my favorite kit so far, for sure. And this would be the one I would make again, I think, besides, well, I wouldn't also mind tweaking this a little bit. It'd be fun to make a Pilsner machine. I need to figure out fermenting some lager from the brewery because that could be really interesting. I mean, I'm slugging this down. This is for sure a recommendation because, again, the pale ale, it felt like I could just have a little bit more of that oomph. Here, I don't feel like that. So that's great. That's a huge step up. So definitely check out the German Pilsner for your IGulu. It's a very cool kit. You'd be hard pressed, as I said, to make something like this at home. And then, by the way, the extract is DMA light. So it's just a light malted barley extract. I just, you know, maybe that's why it doesn't have this, that's like more of a sweet malty thing than like that crisp, great Pilsner malt taste. That's lacking. But for a kit that's all extract, it's surprisingly tasty. And you don't get this quality of fucking lacing and foam and all this unless you do pressurized fermentations with beers like this. It's like one of the huge things with lagers is like pressurized fermentations. It's cold temperatures. It's long lagering. There's many things. This actually also drinks a little bit like, no, it's not under lagered in taste. It's more just it has like a yeast thing. That could also be under lagered because there's still some yeast in suspension, but who knows? I'm not the scientific expert. I just know a lot about brewing these because I've been doing it for a long time. But this is a great kit, actually. I think so. My favorite so far. We got the pale ale to try again. We're going to spike, and let's see what we're going to try next because they have had a few things. I missed the kombucha kit. That would have been fun to try and make because I've never made kombucha. It would be a great place to start, but let's see. Maybe it'll come back. But yeah, definitely check out the IGulu German Pilsner kit if you can. Thanks a ton to IGulu for sponsoring this video. And yeah, go brew some beer on your IGulu if you have one. And as always, guys, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And if you're interested in IGulu and their products, I have a link in the description along with an affiliate. Well, it's an affiliate link, but also a code, reference code for you guys to get some discounts on the shop. So cheers and see you guys in another IGulu video.